Good afternoon, everybody. Today is July 20, 2022. Today our lecture is Vipassanā part of purification about the concentration, Samadhi Nidisa, part 78. So before starting the lecture, we pay respect to the Buddha, saying Namo Tassa in 3 times, please. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Thank you very much for your watching. So in the Vipassanā, there's a 10 kind of the Nusadi recollecting meditation method, but in Vipassanā, 6 recollection method is make one group because it's connect with the noble person is noble person. Because of noble person, they like it very much, these recollection meditation method. And then the other person also very beneficial, but this is special for the noble person. That's why the Vipassanā made one group for these 6 kind of recollection meditation method. So that's why I mentioned here in the Vipassanā explaining the various kind of the sutta. Here also today another kind of Ekadasa Nipada. Ekadasa Nipada is kind of the sutta. Kind of the sutta. Ekadasa Nipada is including Anguttara Nikaya. Ekadasa Anguttara Nikaya explain many feathers. 1 feather, 2 feather, 3 feather, 4 feather, 5 feather, up to 11 feather. So Ekadasa is 11. We have to understand. Ekadasa means 11. 11 means 11 feathers. 11 feather influence some kind of, in our life. So Buddha explained in that way, that sutta is we call Anguttara Nikaya. Inga is a feather. Uttara is an increase. 1 feather, 2 feather, 3 feather, up to 11 feather increase. Buddha explained how affect our life, good way or bad way. So many things explain this one Buddha explained. So we got many information in that Nikaya. Anguttara Nikaya is very, very, many information we get it in our life for lay people and for, monk, and then for dana, for sila, for samadhi, meditation, many kind. Buddha explained with the feathers. That's why we call Anguttara Nikaya. So the Ekadasa Nipada is from the Anguttara Nikaya. So Ekadasa Nipadepi, in the 11 feathers, Buddha explained to the Mahanama as well here. Sadoko Mahanama. Oh, Mahanama is a Kim, name of the Kim of the Sakya. The Buddha clan Sakya. So Mahanama is at the time the most senior king among the Sakya king. So here then the name of the king Mahanama. Aradako. Sorry, Aradako. Aradakohodi. Aradakohodi. Aradakohodi no Asado. So translate Manama is called a name to the king, and Sadoko. Sado is the person who has confidence. Sado. Person who has confidence in Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, or the person has this confidence in the practice, three kind of practice. Sila Sikha, morality practice, Samadhi Sikha, concentration practice, and then Panya Sikha, wisdom practice. So in the Buddha teaching, three kind of practice we must to these three kind of practice. So Sado means the meaning here. Sadoko, the person who has a confidence in that way, and then Aradako. Aradako is completely destroy all mental defilement, kilesa. That person we call Aradako. Aradako means the person who are able to destroy all kind of mental defilement, kilesa, to become Arahant. Aradako hodi. No asado. No asado is asada is an opposite of the sado. Sado is a confident. Asada is a no confident at all. That meaning. So the meaning is if you have the confidence in the practice, you will be able to destroy all mental defilements. Yeah. If you don't have a confidence, you are unable to destroy all mental defilement. It's not possible. So confidence is very important. If you have it's depend on the more you have confidence, the more you practice in Sila Sikha, Samadhi Sikha, Panya Sikha, like this. That's why. Yeah. So at Arada Video. Arada Video. Arada Virya is a kind of Virya. Arada also kind of Virya. Virya is effort, isn't it? Arada Virya together, Buddha use Arada Virya, meaning is very strong Virya. You never give up. That person never give up. That person, all the time put effort with great energy. Yeah. Never give up. Any reason, any thing faced with the person never ever give up for the practice. So that meaning here Buddha you Arada Virya. Arada Virya is very strong Virya, strong effort. That meaning. Upatita sati. Sorry. Upatita sati is a mindfulness. Upatita is very powerful mindfulness. That meaning. all the time. Mindfulness is all the time with him, with that person. So that meaning is his mindfulness is very powerful. And then samahito. Samahito means concentration. Strong concentration. Samahito also here, samahito meaning is a very strong concentration. Panyawa. Panyawa is the person who has a wisdom. Yeah, wisdom also. So here Buddha mentioned vidya, effort, great effort, mindfulness, great mindfulness, samahito, great concentration, and panya. Panya. So four mental power, isn't it? So Sada is separately said. So altogether, 5 mental power. Sada, Viriya, Sati, Samadhi, Panya, isn't it? Yeah, we learn in the Abhidhamma these mental power we need to destroy all mental defilement. We need these mental power. First one is Sada, Sado. Second one is Arada Viriyo, strong effort. Third one is Upatita Sati, strong mindfulness. Fourth one is Samahito, strong concentration. Fifth one is Panyawa, wisdom. Yeah. Wisdom is a mainly important role because wisdom is like at night, cut the mental defilement. The other four are supporting to the Panya, wisdom, isn't it? But we need all of them. Yeah. But finally, cut and destroy all mental defilement with the wisdom. But to more stronger and stronger wisdom, we need sada, we need vidya, we need mindfulness, we need concentration, isn't it? That's why the Buddha mentioned here. Mahanama. Mahanama is a call to the king. Mahanama, yeah. Aradago hodi. Aradago means, that person, all these mental power that person has, all these mental power, that person is definitely able to destroy all mental defilements. Aradago hodi. No, tupenyo. No, no, topanyo. Topanyo means do is no wisdom. If the person has no wisdom, then it is the person don't have enough confidence, enough effort, enough mindfulness, enough concentration. That meaning is not able to just all mental defilement, kilesa. So Buddha mentioned like this. And then explain here, image sukhoton. Ton is ton meaning is you. Mahanama. Call the Kim name. Kim Mahanama Ton. You. Image su. Panchasu. Image su means these. Panchasu means 5. 5 means 5 kind of mental power. Sada, Viriya, Sati, Samadhi, Panya. Isn't it? So here Buddha combination of these 5 use Dhammesu. Panchasu Dhammesu. 5 kind of Dhamma. 5 kind of Dhamma meaning is these 5 kind of mental power. Isn't it? Patithitaya, standing. Patithitaya, standing means you must has these 5 power, and then practice cha, dhame, cha is 6. Dhame is here 6 kind of recollection meditation method. Buddhanusadi, Dhammanusadi, Sanghanusadi, Silanusadi, Chaganusadi, Devadanusadi. Isn't it? So 6 kind of meditation method practice. Uttari bhavayasi. Uttari means upper level, up. Uttari means up. So up meaning here upper level. Upper level of the, Dharma, that meaning is to begin the noble person, 4 stage of the noble person, Sotapanna or Skaragami or Nagami or Arhat. Yeah. You can do with these 5 mental power and practice with this 6 kind of meditation method, recollection method. So that's why this kind of recollection method is very, very important. That's why in the one group here, the Visuddhimagga is played. Okay, so Ida Tong Mahanama, Mahanama Kim Mahanama, Tong you. Ida, in this teaching is a Buddha teaching, Tathagatam. Tathagata is a Buddha. Buddha, Anusariyasi. Anusariyasi means reflect or recollect again and again to practice Buddha Nusati, recollection of the, the quality of Buddha. 9 quality of Buddha we already explained in detail, isn't it? How? EDB, so Bhagawa, etc., etc., Arahant Sammasambuddho, etc., etc. And so that's why here mentioned EDB so Bhagavati A1 like this. Ariya Sawakasewa. Ariya Sawakasewa is Ariya is a noble, Sawaka is the disciple, noble disciple. Disciple is a kind of the pupil, kind of the who listen the teaching of the Buddha. Yeah. So noble disciple only Ariya Sawakat Jiwa. Kesan no bandi Nana Viharena Viharatang Kenacha Viharena Viharidavandi Bochando. So this is a Mahanama asks to the Buddha. Bochando means asks the question to the Buddha. Bande means vulnerable. Bande. No Desan for those person like me. Because Mahanama is already no person at the time. So now we are in means abiding, various kind of abiding. Various kind of abiding means I already told you Ariha. Vihara is various kind of Vihara, Brahma Vihara, Deva Vihara, Ariya, the Ariya Vihara, Plasma Vihara, Nirasma Vihara. So like this. Vihara means staying with the kind of Dharma. So Brahma Vihara is a person who, practice the loving kindness meditation. That person staying is we call Brahma Vihara. Metta, loving kindness, karuna, appreciated to the compassion, the mudita, appreciated chuan, upekha is equanimity. So practice these 4 kind of meditation. That person stay vihara, meaning is we call Brahma vihara. So like this, various kind of vihara. So Nana Viharena is a various kind of vihara. With the various kind of vihara, we various kind of staying or various kind of abiding. Viharanda. Viharada means stay the practicing or living. Hmm? So kena sawiyarina. What kind of abiding? Viharidabha. Viharidabha means we should abide. So ask to the Buddha. So Buddha explained like this. You should practice Buddha Nusadi, Dhamma Nusadi, Sangha Nusadi, Sila Nusadi, and then Chaga Nusadi, and then Devata Nusadi. So if you practice with these 6 kind of recollection meditation method, and is suitable for the noble person to remove the mental defilements. So Vihara Dasanatan. Vihara Dasanatan. Vihara is abiding. Dasana is showing. Tan means for. For showing the abiding, kind of the abiding. Buddha explained Katita here. Katita is a talk or explain here. So the Sutta is the kind of what kind of vihara we should abide. So Buddha explained Manama. If you want to stay away from the mental defilement, you need to keep practicing these 6 kind of recollection method, Buddha Nusadi or Dhamma Nusadi or Sangha Nusadi or Sila Nusadi or Chaga Nusadi or Devata Nusadi. So that's why in the Visuddhimagga, these 6 recollection method make one group separately. We have stay for another 4, the method or the meditation. Together, Anusati is altogether 10 kind. So right now we only 6 kind. Finish. Okay, so English translation like this in the book 11, English translation in the book 11, but it's not it's not 11. It's not book 11. It's a fetters. It's Buddha explained 11 fetters. 11 fetters. So the Anguttara Nikaya also, every Nikaya also we should learn, we should study. But in Anguttara Nikaya, if you want the fetters, if you want a fat, you look in Anguttara Nikaya, you will get fat short to the point. Not like the other sutta. Other sutta is with the example and explaining some kind of thing. But in Anguttara Nikaya is separately just only showing the fetters. What fetter is affect you in good way or bad way, or Buddha explain like this. Anyway, so the English translation book 11. One noble disciple has asked, Venerable Sir, to the Buddha asking, in what way should we abide? Who abide in the various ways? So they are expounded to him in order to show the way of abiding in this way. One who has a faith is successful, manama, not to one who has no faith. One who is energetic, one whose mindfulness is established, one who is concentrated, one who has understanding is successful, manama, not one who has a no understanding, haven't established yourself in these 5 things. The 5 thing here, 5 thing means a 5 kind of the matter power, sada, viriya, sati, samadhi, panya, isn't it? Manama, you should develop 6 things. 6 things means the 6 recollection. 6 kind of recollection meditation method you should develop. You should develop. So developing in these 6 kind of meditation method, you will definitely free from the mana defilement. So here, manama, you should recollect the Buddha. The Buddha is such things, etc., etc. Not mentioned here in detail. We already learned. Arahant, Samma Sambuddha. So Buddha is worthy to accept all kind of donation, offering, donation, generosity, etc., etc. Like this. Okay. Okay, and then Bali continues explaining like this. Ewan Santepi. Ewan like this. Ewan means in that way Buddha explained to the Mahanama the meaning. Ewan is Ewan is like this, meaning Buddha explained to the Mahanama like this. Ewan Sandepi. Sandepi means in the 11th feather of the Anguttara Nikaya, we are record Parisuddha Siladi Guna Samanakatena. Parisuddha. Parisuddha is purified. Sila is morality. Adi, Siladi, Sila, Adi, etc., etc. Guna is quality. Samanagatina meaning is complete. Complete purifying morality, etc., etc. quality. Utujanena be. Not only noble person, Utujana is ordinary person as well. So Utujanabi, ordinary person as well. Manasi kadava should practice. Manasi is in the mind. Kadava means make. Make in the mind means should be practice, isn't it? So Pali is more exactly mentioned. Practice meditation is with the mind, isn't it? Only with the mind, not the other way. Practice meditation is with your mind, practice with your mind. So that's why here Pali, Manasikadama, in your mind, make in your mind meaning is you should practice these meditation with mind, in your mind. So that meaning Manasikadama. In the other way, Manasikadama meaning is the attention. Yeah. So we learn in Abhidhamma 7 kind of universal mother feather is Manasikara. Manasikara is attention, isn't it? So attention is also important. So if you want, you can translate attention, make attention, pay the attention with these 6 kind of meditation method. Buddha Nosati, etc., etc. So not only noble person, not only lower person, but also the ordinary person as well. You have to practice these 6 kind of meditation methods. Buddha explained here. No sawa wasena he. He. It is it is suitable to saying like this. Anosawa wasena. Anosawa is listening from the other. Anosawa. Listening from the other. Not directly understanding the Buddha quality, but the person who understand the Buddha quality and explain to the other person, so that person is no sawa, listening from the hearing from the other person, isn't it? So hearing the Buddha quality from the other person, that meaning no sawa wasena. Vasena is a power of the hearing the Buddha quality, etc., from the other. Buddhadina Gune. Buddhadina means of the Buddhas. Gune is a quality. Anosarato, again and again reflect. Anosarato. The person who make again and again reflection. Yeah. Chitta is a mind. So mind is a meditation mind. At the time, practice meditation. Pasida di yewa. Pasida di means very clear. Pasida di yewa. So chitta mind is very clear. Very clear. Okay? Pasida di yewa. And yasanubhavena. Yasanubhavena. Yasa anubhavena. So yasa anubhavena is a yasa plus anubhavena. Yasa plus anubhavena. So yasa meaning is a year. Yasa is kind of the chitta, very clean chitta mind. Anubhava is a power. The power of very clear mind. The meaning. Yasa anubhavena. Nivaranani. Yeah, nivarana is hindrances, mental hindrances. Kamachanda nivarana, attachment, javara nivarana, anger, etc. 5 kind of nivarana. Vikambhidva. Vikambhidva is temporarily removed. Vikambhidva is temporarily removed. Ulara Pamaujo. Pamauja is gladness. Gladness is Ulara is supreme gladness. Ulara Pamaujo. Vipassanā. Yeah. Vipassanā is a insight meditation. Abhidhamma. Abhidhamma is a practice. So after getting the power concentration, you have to change the meditation method from the recollection meditation method into the Vipassana insight meditation method. Because the recollection meditation method is your meditation object is Buddha quality, Dharma quality, isn't it? But inside Vipassana, a object is not that, not these object. Inside Vipassana, inside meditation, object is Namarupa, body and mind. So you have to change. After getting the power concentration, change like this. So Buddha mentioned here, Vipassana Arabhito. Arahatang Yewa. Become the Arahant. Arahatang Yewa. Attain the Arahantship. Sichikarena. Sichikara is very penetrated understanding. Sichikaya. Sichikarankarya. Sichikarya. Sichikarya is a penetrated understanding. And then kata anda kara wasi. That is the name of the monk. Kata anda kara wasi. Wasi is staying. The person who stay at the kata andakara. Kata andakara is the name of the place. The name of the place is kata andakara. So the person who live in that place, we call in Pali kata kanda karawasi. So for example, the person who live in the Seattle, we call Seattlewasi in Pali. Seattlewasi means the person who live in the Seattle. New Yorker and who live in the New Yorker, we say like that. Pali also here. Wasi. Yeah. Kata Andakara Wasi. His name is Pusadewat. Dewatiro. Pusadewa is his name. Pusadewa is his original name. But Kata Andakara Wasi is a place name. Yeah, sometimes we say like this. So that monk, the Pusadewa senior monk, like a Pusadewa senior monk, he practiced first the 6 kind of recollection meditation method. After that, he changed the Vipassanā, so he began the Arahant like this. Yeah. So that's why he mentioned like this. Like Viya is like Pusadewa senior monk. You should practice in that way. Okay, so in the English translation, stay though it is so, it can be brought to the mind. So Manasikadava is a translate in English, brought to the mind. Or pay attention. Find an ordinary monk too. If he possesses the special quality or the purifying bhakti, etc. Yeah. For one, he is recollecting the special quality of the Buddha, Arahant, Samma Sambuddha, etc. He practiced, even only according to hearsay. Hearsay means from the other person, hearing from the other person, quality of Buddha he understands. Anyway, he can practice that quality, the quality of Buddha. So his consciousness settled down. Settled down meaning is a very away from the mental hindrances, nivarana, and the bhakti of which the hindrances are suppressed in his supreme gladness, pamocha, ulara pamocha, supreme gladness, he initiates insight. Initiate means he start the practice of insight meditation. That meaning. So here we have to understand. Yeah. So the cannot nosati is a cannot samadhi for samadhi to get the power of samadhi. After that, we have to change the practice of meditation into vipassana, like this. Here, Buddha all the time showing like that. Only still practicing on the samatha concentration, we cannot complete our main goal. Because our main goal is to destroy all mental defilement, isn't it? So that's why Buddha is playing in that way. So be careful. Some person they practice, they stop on the samatha. Tranquil meditation, they stop, they cannot, they don't change into vipassana. So this is a wrong way. The right way is after getting the concentration power with the tranquil meditation method, you have to change your meditation method into vipassana. This is very important. Without changing vipassana, you stuck on the something, and then you never develop the meditation to destroy mental defilement. So that's why. So here Buddha explained like this. He initiates insight meditation and he even attained to the Arahant state. Like Elder Pusadeva who dwelt at Kata Kandakakara. Huh? Yeah. Okay, so this is very important to follow that kind of meditation method. First, tranquil meditation, samatha, and after that, vipassana, insight meditation. Okay. Okay. So Pali continue explaining here like this. So means the person practice this kind of meditation. Kira yasama. Kira ayasama. Kira yasama is a kira ayasama. Kira is a kira is a we translate later. Ayasama is the monk who are senior person, senior monk. We say ayasama. Ayasama so meaning here the monk, senior monk. Marina, Mara, Mara. Mara is a kind of celestial being, very, very high in power, in the celestial ring. That celestial being we call Mara. Nimaita is a sign. Buddha Rupa. Yeah. Buddha Rupa is the feature of the Buddha. So this story is after Buddha time happened. This story. After Buddha time, that senior monk, the senior monk is after Buddha time, so he never see the Buddha before. So he want to see the Buddha, but Mara is at the Buddha time. Mara is many time with the Buddha. He make many disturbance to the Buddha, isn't it? So Mara is he know Buddha, and then Mara is a celestial being. So his power, he make Buddha picture and then show to the monk. Because of the monk, that monk request, please create the Buddha picture because I never see the Buddha before. Just I reading in the book and I didn't see my eye the feature of Buddha. I want to. You are already see with the Buddha, so you can create the Buddha feature for me. So the Mara create. Nimitta is a kind of creation, Buddha feature. So Buddha Rupa. Deswa. So that senior man, Deswa means seeing the kind of creation, Buddha feature. Ayantawa. Saraga dosa moho. Ayan means that Mara. That Mara is a kind of celestial being. Celestial being, he is not yet free from the mental defilement, isn't it? The Mara is he has a lot of mental defilement, kilesa. So sa raga dosa moho means that Mara is even though the Mara is still the attachment, anger, delusion, many kind of mental defilement. A1 Savadi. He create Buddha feature, but very beautiful. Like Aeons are like Savadi means beautiful. So that kind of beautiful, even though his body has a lot of mental defilement. So the monk, senior monk, thinking like this. Buddha has no mental defilement. So Buddha, the real body feature is more supreme beautiful. he thinking like this. So saying like this. Yan dawa saraga dosa moho ewan sobati. Katanu call. Katanu call Bhagawa na sobati. Bhagawa I mean in the Buddha. Buddha is the not sobati. Not somebody, not beautiful is Katanu. How we say like this. We say like this. So he means that senior monk. Sabaso means all. Saba is all. We da raga dosa moho. Vida raga dosa moho. Sabaso is all. Vida is removing. Vida raga dosa is attachment, anger, delusion. So all mental defilement, removing that Buddha. Very, very beautiful. He thinking like this. Yeah. It like this, Buddha Ramana. Buddha Ramana is a Buddha object. His mind meditation, Buddha Nosati meditation object is very, very, very strongly appear in his mind, and he practice, at the moment he practice Buddha Nosati. So Buddha Ramana, piti is happiness. Pati labetwa, cat. get the happiness with the Buddha meditation object, Buddha picture, the kind of meditation object. After that, Vipassana. Because at the time, he get very strong concentration power, so he changed Vipassana. Vipassana means he look at his body and mind, isn't it? So Vipassana Vadidwa. Vadidwa means developing the inside meditation. Arhadam Babuni Ti. Babuni iti. Arhadam Babuni is attain the Arahant. So that kind of story, after Buddha time, that kind of story we had. Kira means that we hearing the story from the other. This is not Buddha from the Buddha teaching. This is after Buddha time happened. So that's why Pali all the time say Kira. Kira is that Pali is Kira meaning is this hearing from the other. Hearsay. Kira meaning is that person become the Arahant like this. That story is hearing from the other, not from the Pali, not from the Buddha teaching. So that's Pali mentioned all the time like this. Kira. Okay, so in the English translation, the Venerable One is seen, saw a figure of the Enlightened One, Buddha, created by the Mara. The meaning is Mara create the Buddha feature to show the senior monk. So one after seeing that kind of very beautiful image, he thought how good this appear, despite is having greed, hate, and delusion, mental defilement. What can the Buddha's goodness has been like? More beautiful. So for his quiet without greed, hate, and delusion, he acquired happiness from with the Buddha as a meditation object. Buddha quality. From the image to the quality, he thinking like this. Quality means the Buddha free from all mental defilement. That's why Buddha body is so pure and beautiful. We cannot compare with the others. So here Mara create that is cannot compare with the real body of the Buddha. So my meditation mother is Buddha Nusati because the quality of Buddha is free from all mental defilement. He practiced Buddha Nusati like this. By augmenting his insight, meditation, he reached the arahantship. So that means after that, Buddha Nusati, he get the piti, pamoja, happiness and gladness, and then he completely developed the power concentration. After that, he changed Vipassana. Vipassana, he watched his body and mind, nature of his body and mind. So after that, he became the Arahant. Like this. Okay. So that six meditation method group is explained finished right now. So ed conclusion here. Pali ed sadhu jana pamojataya. Ed like this. Sadhu is a well. Jana is a make. Jana means a make. Pamoja is gladness. Pamoja Taya is for gladness. while making the gladness. Kati make, Visuddhi make the part of purification. Samadhi bhavana dhikari. Samadhi bhavana. Samadhi is a concentration. Bhavana is meditation. So tranquil meditation. English translation is a tranquil meditation. Cha anosati nede so nama. Nama is a name. So cha is a sixth. Anosati. Anosati is a sixth kind of the recollection meditation. Nidesa is explained in detail. Yeah, that kind of part, that kind of the chapter. Samato Brechiro. Samato Brechiro means completely finished. Brechiro. So that's why here in the translation, the seventh chapter called the description of sixth recollection in the treatise on the development of concentration in the part of purification composed for the purpose of declaring good people. Jana. Jana is Sadhu Jana is a good people. Translate like this. Sadhu Jana. Okay, so we go to another recollection meditation method. Right now. Another recollection meditation method is Marana Sati Kata. Marana Sati. Marana plus Sati. Marana Sati. Marana is a death. Sati is a mindfulness. So mindfulness of death, the English translation. So mindfulness of death meaning is the recollecting about the death. So Pali is together Marana and Sati. Marana Sati. So mindfulness of death. Katha is talking about the mindfulness of death. So that meditation method is not suitable for everybody, isn't it? Mostly people, they don't like to hear about the death. Recollection again and again, more difficult. That's why the Visuddhimagga explain another group. It's not suitable for everybody. But Puchanin recommend every day you should reflect about the death, because this is the nature of our life. Nature of our life meaning is even when we are very young, we don't understand the death. We don't know about the death. But after practice meditation, every single moment, body and mind, all the time death. Body and mind, all the time death. One after another. Changing. Changing meaning is a death. Old one death, new one appear. So this is a nature. After practice meditation, really understand, oh yeah, we are all the time dying. Continuously dying. This is the nature of our life. Our life, we say in the Panyati, we say, that person, 90 years old, but not 90 years, just one moment. Because all body and mind die and a new one with renew with the new one. For 90 years, we call all the person 90 years old. But actually, not like this, isn't it? So yeah, understanding in that way is a maranasati is easy to practice, but mostly people they don't know in that way. So most people don't want to thinking about the death. They are not ready, isn't it? So that's why here Visuddhimagga explain the about the mindfulness of death separately. Okay, okay. So Pali studying like the idani. Idani means right now. Idani is a right now. Ito andra. Yeah. Ito from here. Andaraya. Sorry, no Andaraya. Anandaraya. Isn't it? Nandaraya. Not Andaraya. Nandaraya is after. Maranasatiya, the mindfulness of death. Bhavana nidhi. So bhavana is practice meditation. Nidhi is explain in detail. So the meaning is from right now, explain the mindfulness of death, how to practice in detail. No pato. Yeah, right now is the time to explain. It is Anupa Dominus is ready to explain about the mindfulness of that right now. The meaning. Okay? Tata. Ali all the nine tata is da is referred to previous Marana Sati. Tata is referred to the Marana Sati, so mindfulness of that. In the mindfulness of that, all the time Buddha explain Marana Sati, Pali explain what is Marana, what is a Sati, explain here separately. Here, that's why I study. Maranandi. Marana meaning is. Maranandi is, Marana meaning is, yeah, because, the person don't know about the Marana, so step here explain Marana. What is a Marana? That's why Pali study. Maranandi. Marana meaning is Eka Bhava Pariya Panasa. So Eka is a one, Bhava is a life, isn't it? Eka Bhava is a one life. Pariya Panasa. Pariyapana. Pariyapana is including Priyapanasa, including in the one life. Very important, including in one life. Everybody is related with everybody. The meaning, including in the one life for everybody. The meaning. Jivitendriyasa. Yeah. So when you learn the Visuddhimagga, you need the knowledge of Abhidhamma. Without knowledge of Abhidhamma, you cannot complete understanding Visuddhimagga. So here, Jivitendriya, what is Jivitendriya? Without Abhidhamma knowledge, you don't know. Jivitendriya is that there are two kinds of Jivitendriya. We already learned in Abhidhamma. One is in the Mandaphadas, Chitasika, Jivitendriya. And another one is Rupa, the materiality is a jivita rupa. So two, these two. Jivitendriyasa opichiro cut. Opichiro means cut. Cut off the jivitendriya. Two kind of jivitendriya here. And that body, there's no the mandafada jivitendriya and then material jivitendriya. No. So living being is, we can call living being because of this jivitendriya. Without jivitendriya, we cannot call living being. For example, here the tree has no jivitendriya. That's why tree is not living the living being. No jivita. No jivita. That's why. Anyway, here display, including in the one life, jivita. Our life is, we stay alive because jivita. Without jivita, we cannot say we are stay alive. Isn't it? Yeah. That's why Buddha explained Marana meaning is in one life, including in one life, jivita cut off. Two kind of jivita cut off. That is we call marana. Yeah. In English translation, death. That meaning is, completely meaning explained here. What is a death? Death meaning is in one life, including two kind of jivita cut off. That situation, that condition, we call marana, death. So Pali clearly explain about the death. Okay, and then yang paneda, yang pana ida, yang pana ida, pana is another one, pana, because of the death is different for different person. Buddha want to explain analytical way. That's why Buddha explains something, Buddha used analytical way. First definition. After that, person by person, individually different kind, Buddha explained. Here also, very important to understand. Arhandana is Arhanda also did that, isn't it? Bad. Ordinary person death and Arahant death is totally different. That's why here Buddha want to explain here. Okay, so Arahant Dana is for the Arahant. Yang Eda is we together this one. This Pali is very long. Woda Dukkha. Vutta Dukkha, sorry. Vutta Dukkha. Vutta is a round or rebirth. Round means a round or rebirth. Vutta Dukkha, Samocheda, Sankhara. Samocheda means cut off. So cut off the round or rebirth suffering is we call Arahant death. Arahant death is not the other person, not like the other person death. So Sankhara is we call, we say the Vutta Dukkha, the round or rebirth again and again, round or rebirth means again and again, reborn again and again. That kind of suffering, cut off, is we call here for the Arahant, Samocheda Marana. So one kind of Marana we have to understand right now is a Samocheda Marana. Marana is many kind. Death is, in English translation, death is death, but Pali is no. The Buddha used analytical way. That's why. One kind of death, Marana, is here we call in Pali Samocheda Marana. Samocheda means cut off the round of rebirth. No more rebirth. That means no more born. No more born. Cut off round of rebirth. Round of rebirth. What that dukkha? What that dukkha is a round of rebirth means reborn again, reborn again. That kind of suffering, cut off. Cut off means, here Pali is Vata dukkha samucceda. So Pali clearly mentions Vata dukkha samucceda. Vata is according to the Prityasamubhara, dependent origination, three kind of Vata. Kilesa Vata, you have to understand. Kilesa Vata, Kama Vata, Vipaka Vata. So we have three kind of Vata, three kind of realm, isn't it? Manda defilement is one kind of realm, and various kind of the action karma is another realm, kama vata, and then vipaka vata rasada. Rasada means we get newborn, newborn continuously, isn't it? Non-stop. So that kind of round, the three round is a rotation. Kilesavada, Kamavada, Vipakavada, and then restart again. Kilesavada, Kamavada, Vipakavada. No, that kind of Vada Dukkha we Pali use. Vada Dukkha means the three round rotation, no end. No end. So you have to understand like this. So Pali is a very deep meaning, isn't it? Difficult to translate, isn't it? So to understand Vada Dukkha, to understand in that way. If you translate very long. Okay, so the Arahant, when they become the Arahant, they destroy all manda defilement, kilesa. So kilesa, no kilesa wrong. Kilesa rotation is no. No kilesa is no karma, isn't it? Because no kilesa, karma is no, just only function. Buddha, make various kind of kusala, osandi, but this only just function. No more karma, isn't it? No more karma, no more kilesa. That's why no more rasada. Vipakavada is no more. That's why. So Arahant cut off with the dukkha, meaning the three cut off. Then that's why Arahant has no more reborn again. So that kind of death for the Arahant we call Samocheda Marana. Yeah. Very important. Okay? And then we go to the next kind. Another kind of marana explained here, Sankharana. So Sankhara Pali word is very difficult. I told you many times. Sankhara, many use in Pali, but different use, different meaning. Here Sankhara is Namarupa. Here Sankhara is Namarupa. Here Sankhara meaning is we have to make a maintenance all the time. That means our body and mind, Namarupa, we need maintenance, isn't it? For the body and mind all the time. all the time, any life, anytime, any life, anywhere, for anybody. We have to maintain our body and mind to keep running properly. That's why Pali call here Sankhara. Sankhara means make a maintenance, no choice. No choice, isn't it? No choice. If we have a body and mind, we need to maintain body and mind. Without maintaining, we're going to die. So that's why. Sankhara na khana binga. Khana means a moment. Binga means disappear. Khana binga sankhadana. We call khana binga is momentary disappearing. momentary die, momentary death, momentary disappearing. That kind of death we call knika marana. That's why when you practice meditation, when you watch during the insight meditation Vipassanā, the process of body and mind momentary renew with new one, all the time, death, die, keep on dying, and then changing with the new one, isn't it? We seeing clearly during the practice of insight meditation. So that kind of marana we see, what we understand during the insight meditation Vipassanā is knika marana. Momentary knika marana. Momentary death. If you want to translate in English, momentary death. When we practice meditation, we see that one. Yeah. So without practice meditation, that person don't understand that kind of momentary death. Okay, and then this is another second one of the death. Okay, and then another one we have. Rokho Mador. Rokho is a tree. Rokho. Rokha is a tree. Mador is a death. Tree die. We use it in our daily life, isn't it? All that tree die. We use, isn't it? And so here Pali mentioned Rokho Mador, tree die. And then Lohan. Lohan is copper. In Pali, Lohan, copper. Matanti Adisu. Copper is a dye, meaning the copper is oxidation, and then this would be the oxidation with the routing. So that kind of thing. We say this is we call in our daily life. We say like this. Yeah, this is a Samudhi Marana Ja. Samudhi Marana Ja. Ja is also Samudhi Marana. Samudhi Marana is a conventional death. Samudhi Marana. Samudhi means just we say Samudhi Marana. Samudhi is in our daily life we say the road, the tree dying, and the material broken, that one disappear. We see many kind. Anyway, all these in our daily life usage is we call Samuti Marana. So in the newspaper mentioning or that person died. So that usage in our daily life in newspaper or in news, this is a Samuti Marana. Conventional death. Conventionally we say. Okay? So we have to understand three kind of death. Samucheda Marana, Khanika Marana, Samuti Marana. Three kind. Okay? So these three kind, there's these three kind we have to understand about the death. Here, tam ida, not tam ida. Ida is in this the mindfulness of death. In this meaning, ida means in this mindfulness of death, maranasati, then that kind of three marana. Three marana is samuchira marana, khanika marana, and samudi marana. Na adebeda. Adebeda is together with the na. Na means a not. Na means a not. Adebeda is a we didn't mean here. Here, maranasati marana is not these three kind of marana. That meaning. Here, maranasati marana is no samuchira marana, no khanika marana, no samudi marana. So clearly, Buddha mentioned like this. Very important to understand. Because without explaining like this, confused. Isn't it? So, English translation here like this. Now can the description of the development of the mindfulness of death, which lives next here in that marana is in the interaction of the life faculty. Life faculty means chivite, isn't it? So life faculties, there are two kinds in the Abhidhamma, isn't it? So we have to understand. But English translation, they translate like this, but you should know two kind of life faculty, Mandapeda, the Chitasika, Chivita, and Rupa Chivita, materiality, life faculty. Okay, it's very important. Included within the limit of single becoming. So single becoming eka bhava. Single becoming, they translate in English, eka bhava. Eka bhava priyabana is included. Included within the limit of the single becoming existence. But that has a termination. Termination means a cutting off. In other words, arahant termination of the suffering of the wrong. So English translation like this, suffering of the wrong, and you have to understand three kind. Three kind of wrong. Three kind of wrong is suffering of wrong. Okay? So combine here your knowledge of Abhidhamma and Paticcasamuppada, also very useful here to understand the Visuddhimagga explaining, isn't it? So that's very important. So step-by-step learning is very important. Right now, Visuddhimagga is very popular. Everybody wants to learn, but without Abhidhamma knowledge and without, the kind of knowledge, a person cannot So very important. Okay, anyway, so here English translation suffering of the wrong. That meaning is Vatta Dukkha. It's not intended here for the Maranasati, nor in the momentary death. In other words, the momentary dissolution or the formation. Yeah, English translation like the dissolution is disappearing. The kind of formation is a sankhara. Sankhara this translates a formation, but here sankhara is a namarupa, materiality and mentality, isn't it? Nor the depth of the conventional or the metaphorical usage in our daily life. We use such expression or dead tree, dead metal, etc., etc. We use in our daily life many kinds. The person dead, the president dead, the prime minister dead, many kind we use, but all kind of usage in our daily life is conventional death. Yeah, not so here in Maranasati, Marana meaning is not these three kinds, not the Samuchira Marana, termination of the Arahant, and then Kanika Marana, momentary death, and then conventional Maran death, Samuti Marana. So Maranasati, Marana means not these three. More, another one we have explained in Pali continue. Okay, so that's why Pali continue explain here. Yam Chedang Adipita. Yam Chedang Cha Ita. Cheda is a Cha Ita. Cha continuously explaining because what kind of matter now we have to know. So Yampi Ita. Yampi Ta. Yampi here Eta, sorry. Yampi Eta. Yampi plus Eta. Yampi plus Eta means some kind of death. A day beta. Here we have to take down. That kind of marana is Kala Marana. Kala Marana. Akala Marana. Another one, Akala Marana. Kala Marana, Akala Marana. How many? Two. Duida, isn't it? Two is a two. Duida, two kind. Duida, hodi. Here we have to understand Maranasati Marana is two kind. Kala Marana and Akala Marana. So you know Kala is a time, isn't it? So time, the depth is a kind of the time that, and then Akala Marana is that person that is not time. So untimely death. Timely death and untimely death. So that's two kinds. Here we have to know, we have to understand. So, studying introduce Pali like this, there are two kinds we have to understand, Kala Marana, Akala Marana. So, what is Kala Marana? What is Akala Marana? Has to explain, isn't it? So that's why Pali studying like this. Tatha. Tatha means in these two kinds of Marana, Kala Marana and Akala Marana, first one explain here. Kala Marana. Kala Marana is timely death is Punya Kayenawa. So analytical way is many. Buddha step by step explaining deeply in detail is like this. Punya khena. Punya is punya is wholesome. Khaya is gone. Because of the wholesome gone, so have to understand here. Our life is totally depend on our wholesome karma for the human being, isn't it? Human being be born as a human being because of the wholesome karma, usala karma, isn't it? Punya karma. Punya is gone. Punya is power. Punya is gone. Our life also gone. So our life is totally depend on the punya, good deed, good deed. So kaya is gone. So alamarana meaning is the person who has no punya at the time the person died. So Buddha explained like this. Why we have to understand why we die, because our we we um, um, we take the wholesome karma in previous life, many previous life. So among of these many kind of karma, some karma has begun mature. Mature meaning is ready to give the result, make a new life. So that new life is totally depend on that karma, isn't it? So that karma power gone, disappear, the life also stop. The life also finish. That new life also finished. So we call that the person. So the person die is because of one reason is punya gone. Punya khena. That means punya khena. Punya is if we aspire or the good deed, we will die. That meaning. Huh? And then another one. Not only one reason. Another reason. Are you khena? Are you? Are you is alive? Here are you live in the view of the Abhidhamma. Abhidhamma views are you meaning is Jivita, not the other thing. Two kind of Jivita is our are you, our life, isn't it? Our life is a two kind of life faculty, Jivita, Jivitendriya, Chitajika and Rupa. So another reason why we die is because Jivita gone. Are you Kriyanamina? Are you life faculty gone? So if we life faculty gone, we will die. Two, oh, two kind. So this is one reason for the Kala Marana, timely death. Timely death is Punya Kainawa, Ayu Kainawa, okay? And then another one, Ubaya Kainawa. Ubaya. Ubaya is a two. Two meaning is Punya also, life also gone, that person died. So the English translation here, the kind of the aspire, the good deeds, aspire the life faculty, aspire of the both, that person died. So that kind of death is we call kala marana, timely death. Kala marana, the timely death. So yeah, Ayu is we say in our daily life we say Ayu is kind of the when we born in the human lifespan, between the human life and die is we call timely death. Very young die is we didn't call timely death. So for example, 80 years old, 90 years old die, that person is timely death. So are you clear? Are you isn't? Lifespan is better to understand. Lifespan is all the time changing. Human lifespan sometimes very long. Human lifespan sometimes very short. Very long is we cannot call how long, how many long. Very short means only 10 years. Buddha explained. Our lifespan reduced until 10 years. So everybody 10 years, between 10 years, they die. So lifespan is changing like this, up and down, So that's why here Pali just saying Ayu is kind of the lifespan. So Kala Marana is three kind, isn't it? Punya Khenawa, because of the expire of the good deed, expire of the marriage, and then Ayu Khenawa, expire of the lifespan, yeah. And then Ubia Khenawa, expire of the both. This we call, that kind of death we call Kala Marana, timely death, Kala Marana. Okay, so Kala Marana understand right now. And then we go to another one, Akala Marana. So Akala Marana meaning is Kamuchidaka, Kama Wasina. Kama Upichidaka Kama. So this one is also you have the knowledge of the Abhidhamma. So in the Abhidhamma, they explain in the chapter 6, chapter 4, sorry. Yeah, chapter no 4, no 4, 5.
Chapter
5. Chapter 5, in the chapter 5, yeah. Chapter 6 is chapter 6 is the material. So chapter 5. In the chapter 5 explaining karma, the kind of karma, various kind of karma explained in there. So according to the priority, according to the time. So here, Upichidaka karma is that karma has a really powerful to cut off the person to die. So for example, the person die with the accident, that person dying because of accident. So accident is a kind of the Upichita karma. Upichita is a cut off karma. Cut off that person's life, that karma. Okay? So here, Akala Marana is that kind of cut off karma, very powerful. The other karma cut by the Upichita karma. Like a accident. Accident. The person died, that kind of karma, that person karma is Upichita karma cut off his life. Yeah. alive. Yeah, that kind of thing we have to understand. So here Pali, Kamochichidaka Kamma Wasena, the power of Kamma. The power of Kamma is Upichidaka Kamma, we call in Pali. So Upichidaka Kamma is interrupt the other Kamma. So other karma made to be born as a human being, but another karma cut the power karma. Stop. You have no chance to keep the result like this. Huh? Yeah. Okay. So that's why here in the translation, as intended here is two kind. It is to say timely death, kala marana, and timely death, akala marana. Here in those two kinds, timely death come about with the exhaustion of marriage, with the exhaustion of the lifespan, or with the both. And timely death come about through karma, that karma interrupt the other life-producing karma. The other life-producing karma interrupt has a power to interrupt the other life-producing karma we call Upichedaka karma. Upichedaka means the cutting off karma. Cutting off karma means that karma has a power to interrupt or to stop the other life-producing karma. This is we call akara marana, untimely death. Akara marana. Okay. Okay, so right now we understand kala marana, akala marana. Here, maranasati marana is we have to understand these two kind of marana, kala marana and akala marana. Okay. Okay, so Pali continue explain how to make a meditation by reflecting that two kind of death, kala marana and akala marana. So explaining like this, Tatha. Tatha in those two kind of death, yang Vijamanayapi. Vijamanaya. Yang Vijamanayapi Ayu Sandana Janaka Pachaya Sampatiya. So very long one. Very many word Pali words combined. Ayu Santana Janaka Pachaya Sampatiya. 5 words combined. Ayu plus Santana plus Janaka plus Pachaya plus Sampatiya. These words combined. So Ayu is a lifespan. Santana is the process of lifespan. Janaka is producing. Pachaya is a cause or condition. Sampatiya is a complete. So completing the life producing the cause. Life producing cause meaning is including every day we eat, isn't it? So every day we eating meaning is to produce our life continuously. Ayu Santana. Ayu Santana. So Vijamana is stay in these causes. Life process, lifespan process producing condition including the kind of the eating and many conditions here. So yeah, our life is not simple. Our life is supported by many conditions, isn't it? Not simple. That's why in English they say life is struggle. They say like this. Anyway, so Pali explained that even though stay existing these life, the process producing cause, kevalang. Oh, kevalang is many. Kevalang, we say kevala pripuna, kevala sa, in the Parichasmopara, Eva Medasa, kevala sa, Tukakandas. So here kevala is purely, kevala is purely, hmm, hmm, purely means not mixed with the other. Patisandi Chanakasa. So purely means not messing with the other means only one thing, isn't it? Only one cause here mentioned. Patisandi Chanakasa. Patisandi means born, reborn, make. Chanaka is a make, produce. Produce or born, reborn, kamasa, kama. So we have a lot of karma. We have many karma in long samsara, long rebirth. So we have many karmas. Among of them, some karma began mature to give the result as a new life, to born, to reborn. So that karma we call in Pali Patisandi Chanakasa Kamasa. So producing the Patisandi karma. Okay? And then vipakata. Vipakata. Yeah. Vipakata meaning is vipaka is mature. Mature. Huh? Mature meaning is powerful to keep the result. So that's why Bali, another Bali word is vipaka. Vipaka is a result. Vipakata means to give the result that karma is mature. Mature means ready to give result. Marana cannot death, Marana hodi cannot death. So that meaning is the person has stayed the karma to be alive. But that person died, one person died. He had, even though he has stayed the karma is stay. Karma power karma is stay to keep the continue the life, but he died because that person died is either we call that person dying because of the punya merit or the good deed gone. Lifespan is stay. Lifespan is stay. Karma is stay. Karma also stay powerful. Lifespan also stay remain, but punya. That's why the person died. So here punya kena marana nama is like this. So Punya marana, the expire of good deed die is here the meaning. So you have to understand that person still have the lifespan, still has the kind of the karma that punya is gone. Okay, and then yang another one, yang another kind of marana is Kati Kalaharadi Sampati. Kadi Kala Hara Ahara. So here combine many words. Kadi Kala Ahara. Adi, etc. etc. Sampatiya is complete. So Kadi Sampati, we combine together Sampati and Kadi Sampati, Kala Sampati, Ahara Sampati, etc. etc. Sampati is a completeness of what we need. So Kadi Sampati is like a celestial being. So celestial being is we call Kadi Sampati. The goodness in the destiny. Kala Sampati. Kala Sampati is the time is at the time weather is good, no war, no fighting, no war, and then the government is good government, society has no crime. Such kind of time is we call Kala Sampati. So government is a bad government. That time is not Kala Sampati. Kala Vipati we call Kala Vipati. Sampati and Vipati is opposite. Vipati. Deficiency, yeah. Deficiency. Vipati is a deficiency. Sampati is opposite of the deficiency. So like this. Ahara also. Sometimes hara is not easy to carry. So at that time, surviving is difficult, isn't it? So that's why here Pali mentioned Kadi, Kala, Ahara, etc. 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 means Adi, you have to understand the weather. Right now, weather is very concerned our earth, isn't it? So all continents, faced with very, very hot condition right now. So science point out right now you need to greenhouse gas. No more greenhouse gas. But greedy human being cannot stop to emit in the sky a lot of the greenhouse gas. That's why our earth become more and more hotter and hotter. So human make trouble, not the other. Human being make the trouble. So right now, around the world, very severe weather because of the here. That's what Adi, etc. means Udu also. Udu means weather, isn't it? Udu means temperature, the hot and cold. Tejo. Another Pali word is Tejo. That's one. Right now also, everybody, they know, but they cannot stop their greedy situation, isn't it? So here mentioned Udu and then the other many conditions as well. Anyway, Abhawena. Abhawena. Bhava, Abhava. Bhava is a have. Abhava is a not have. Not have that kind of good situation, destiny, time, nutrition, weather, etc. etc. No good condition, how we survive? It's not possible. Explain Pali here like this. Abhavina means no heaven like that kind of good condition. Ijjata, no, Ijjatana, sorry, Ijjatana, Kala, Puripassāna. Ijjatana Kala. Ijjatana is right now. Right now, Kala is a time. Right now, time. Puripassāna is the human being. Right now, human being, we are like right now, human being, we like a right now human being. Vipassanā mata parimanasa. Vipassanā is a year. Vipassanā is a year. Satta is 100. Mata is only. So 100 years. Right now, lifespan is 100 years. So just few percent is more than 100, isn't it? 120% is very count. Around the world, 120 years old person is we can count with our hand. Not many. Because our lifespan right now is only 100 years. Are you know it's a lifespan? Kaya was saying, gone. Marana hoti. Either that kind of marana we call Ayukayena Marana Nama. Ayukaya Marana. Okay. So explain two kinds. Punyakaya Marana and Ayukaya Marana as well. Here you understand. So English translation here, and that through the exhaustion means expiration of marriage. Punya is a time for the kind of death come about owing to the result of the former rebirth producing karma having finished. Ripening, although further condition for prolong the continuity of the lifespan. Yeah. So karma is already gone, finished. We cannot support him with the other condition. It's not possible to be. So maybe stay present these conditions, but the person death because of the expire of the marriage, punya kaya. And then that through the exhaustion of lifespan, the ayukaya, is the time or the kind of death that kind of brought into the exhaustion of the normal lifespan of the man today, which measure only the century going to one of such excellence in the destiny as a deity have or in the time there is a beginning of the union or the nutriment as a Uttara Guru and so on. So yeah, so different being has a different lifespan. So the celestial being also they have a different lifespan, not like a human being. So like this, according to the lifespan, they stay alive, and after that they die. That kind of death is ayukkhaya. Okay, so I think we stop here right now. And to the next week we continue talking about the Maranasati. Okay. So thank you very much for your watching. So the more you understand in that way about the Marana and how to practice Maranasati. So Maranasati is very important as well to practice kind of the reflect on the depth. So mindfulness of depth also, remind to you to make three kind of practice as soon as possible. So that's why the kind of energy make energy to put practice meditation. Okay. So before stop the lecture, we wish our Buddha teachings stay longer and longer in the universe. So saying Buddha Sasanam Chiyanti in 3 times, please. Buddha Sasanam Chiyanti Buddha Sasanam Chiyanti Buddha Sasanam Chiyanti Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Idame punyang aswakayang wang hodu. Idame punyang nibbanasa pachayo hodu. Idame punyang magapala nyanasa pachayo hodu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you very much for watching. The more you understand the many kind of the meditation method, the more you have the choice to practice meditation and then to make a real happiness nibbana. Thank you very much. See you next week. Have a good day. Bye bye.